scary. Tonight, we travel to Egypt.
I was supposed to be in Egypt for a week, invited by the Egyptian Minister of Tourism and Antiquities. My team and I were given full access to the tomb. We stayed there every night. We heard many noises, dripping, wind blowing, that sort of thing, but no evidence of any paranormal activity. On the third night, we started to see things moving. These expeditions are not like Hollywood films. There's no jump scares, eerie music, or effects to scare you. It's silent. It's dark. Your senses are heightened to your surroundings. Any sound or movement registers with you, even insects. Despite what many of my detractors say, I am open to the possibility of ghosts or other entities existing. I've spent 40 years looking for them. That night, I thought I had finally found evidence. It felt like something was about to happen, but feelings are not facts. We saw and heard unexplained things. That was until my assistant found one of the curators hiding in a secret room, triggering basic effects to try and trick us. The game was up. We were escorted from the tomb straight to the airport, told never to return. I exposed them in my now famous paper on Egyptology and the paranormal, which was also the basis for my third book, Valley of the Cons. A #1 bestseller, I might add, available for purchase after the show. I cannot stand here and tell you with 100% certainty that ghosts don't exist, but I have searched for over 40 years, and I still haven't found anything other than tricksters and desperate people looking for answers. As I said, bring real hard evidence and not just what you think or felt happened, and I'll believe it. And that is a good place to end it. I'll be signing copies of all my books in the foyer in 5 minutes if anyone is interested. Thank you all for coming. Good night.
Hey, Stephen.
Sorry, I'm in a bit of a rush. I have to get going.
No, I'm Ron Harris. We've been emailing back and forth about the Egyptian exhibit.
Oh, yes. Sorry, Ron. I get so many people bothering me after these events. The crowd tonight were very lively.
Yes, I saw them. People get very heated about these things.
I mean no disrespect to anyone. I only present evidence to help people make up their own minds.
To each his own. I'm more concerned with what we spoke about. The exhibition is only in town for a limited time.
I would love to accept your offer of a private tour. I should have got back to you yesterday.
Well, it's a bit more than that. I wanted to invite you to stay in the main exhibit room for a night, with me as a witness. Your paper and book were so huge back in the day. I want to do a whole chapter on you and your career in my new book.
I thought it was just a few photos and a foreword that you wanted.
Putting you in there for a night might be a novel way of getting some attention. I can pay you something for your trouble.
I would love to see the exhibition. I don't want your money, Ron. I'm more concerned with how I will appear in your book. My reputation is far more important than money is at this stage of my career.
This is not some cheap hack piece to try and discredit you. I do believe in the paranormal, but I need to present alternate views if my book is going to be credible.
How would it work?
I have friends at the museum. They've already agreed to let us stay there for the night. I will be there purely as an independent witness. You can finish the job you started in Egypt. Stephen Belworth goes back to the scene of his most famous book. He can't go to Egypt, so we're bringing Egypt to him.
I respect the showmanship. I do have another book in the works myself. I don't want to look like some old fool who should have retired years ago.
The tomb has had many unexplained sightings over the years since you were there. After the book, I think they went out of their way to prove that they were not trying to trick anyone. Whatever happens, it's a great story, and I think it highlights one of your best periods.
When do you suggest we do this?
Preferably this week, before the exhibit opens to the public.
I'll let you into a little secret, Ron. While I stand by my principles on the paranormal, there is an element of showbiz in all this. A bad reaction is better than none at all. Good or bad headlines, they are all still headlines. It keeps the book sales and speaking engagements rolling in.
That is exactly why I'm doing this. It will be good for everyone involved. I'll set up a press conference for Wednesday when we could stay on Friday night.
That's the spirit. Love it. I can't wait to prove you wrong.
We shall see, sir. I'll send you the details tomorrow. Good night.
Good night, and thank you.
Your attention, please. The museum will be closing in 10 minutes. Any security officer can direct you to an exit. We hope you have enjoyed your visit.
Stephen, James Floyd, London Archaeological Times. Are you taking this seriously? Or is this just some quick cash grab and publicity for you in the museum on Friday?
I'm not getting paid a penny. This is purely scientific. Author Ron Harris will be there to witness the whole event. As always, I want to find something and capture the evidence.
Are the Egyptians okay with you being allowed full access to some of their most precious treasures?
I have not been informed of any issues in that regard.
Now, is it true that you were attacked on Sunday night after your presentation at the college? Attacked on Sunday. Whoa, nice work. The press really ate the whole thing up.
I told you, you have to play these things up or no one will care.
Are you ready for today? We're locked in. Anything can happen.
I'll wager that we'll hear a few sounds from a big old building and not much else. We should have brought a chess set with us.
I think it's going to be great. We should cover every inch of the exhibit and document everything. If you're right, I will gladly eat humble pie.
Get your cake fork ready, Ronald. Nothing's going to happen tonight.
We shall see.
I don't think there's too much of interest in the main hall. I suggest we go where they recreated the actual tomb. I can compare the differences and investigate the same areas as I did in Egypt.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do it. They did a good job of recreating the tomb.
Yes, if you look at the pictures in my book and compare them, they are close. The fake walls are the only thing letting it down.
I guess they can't exactly bring those with them as well.
Quite. It is magnificent. It does make me feel as though I shouldn't have gone in so hard on them in the book. They were putting on a show for the public. I just wish they hadn't tried it on me.
Did you feel like you were in any danger during that time?
No. The Egyptians were very civil toward me and my team. They just thought it would be better if we left. Now they probably wished I had never left. Things must have cooled over there, though. Otherwise, this exhibition wouldn't exist.
Can you hear that?
Yes, a woman's voice. It came from the lower tomb area. The game is afoot.
I can't hear anything now we're down here.
Look at the sarcophagus. It was open earlier, and now it's closed.
That's strange. Why would they close it? To protect it?
The public can't get this close. It's pretty safe. Let's open it back up.
No way. I promised we would not touch a thing. If we break something, it could cause an international incident.
Oh, come on, Ron. Don't be so dramatic. We'll take it slow and be extra careful.
There's security cameras everywhere. They'll kick us out if we touch anything.
I took a look at the cameras earlier. I wanted to see what they covered. This tomb is partially covered by one camera. The main camera is obscured because they have the security barrier down. All I need to do is give the camera a push and it won't see us.
Stephen, we could go to jail for this.
Where's your sense of adventure? You can't always sit at a computer making stuff up. Sometimes you have to live it. I'm going to get a chair so I can give the camera a push.
Okay, but this has nothing to do with me.
Now they can't see us. Let's see if we can find out why this has been closed. Put your hands here and push firmly when I say. No fast or jerky movements. We don't want to break it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, push. Slowly, slowly. That's it. Okay, leave it there. That's enough to see inside. I think we just breathed in half the exhibit between us. It looks like it's been sealed since 600 BC.
Let me shine the flashlight in there.
It's empty. I took pictures on my phone earlier. It's been tampered with.
That's impossible. I'll take some more pictures so we have evidence that it wasn't us. This thing looks deep.
Let me see. You're right. There's a rope ladder. I'm getting in.
No, Stephen, it's not safe.
It seems okay. I'm going to climb down there.
Please, be careful.
All good so far. Ah!
Stephen, no!
I'm okay, Ron. It's not that far down. The ladder's broken. There's several tunnels down here. Looks like an old drainage system. I'm going to investigate.
No, wait there and I'll go get help. We don't know what's down there.
I'll explore while you get help. If I find a ghost, I'll give you a shout. Don't worry, I'll make notes on my recorder as I go.
Stephen, no!
This is Stephen Bellworth in the tunnels below the museum. I'm going to take the south tunnel first. The walls look like cut stone. It's dry. It doesn't look like any sort of drainage has been down here for a long time. The floor is hard sand. I keep hearing the same woman's voice that Ron and I heard in the museum. There's something up ahead. A light. It sounds like people speaking. Maybe I'm getting to some sort of outlet to the street. The lights are getting brighter and the sound's louder. It looks from here like daylight, but that's impossible. It's the middle of the night. I can smell food cooking, and the temperature is rising as I get closer. I can see people moving. It's getting lighter and lighter. I'm outside. It seems like I'm in a market. In the desert. I'm now sweating profusely. I think I'm in Egypt. This is not real. I must have hit my head really hard when I fell. But this is the market I came to on the first day I was ever in Egypt, all those years ago.
Mr. Bellworth, what are you doing back in Egypt?
Abassi, good to see you, old man. I'm not sure myself. I think I'm dreaming or I hit my head. Are you still excavating here?
No, that finished a long time ago. Why are you here?
It's strange. 1 minute I was in a museum in Washington, and now I'm here. I have to say, I'm confused.
Ah, the exhibition. You found our secret. We use it to move from here to anywhere the sarcophagus is.
That's impossible.
Typical. You read some books and you think you know what is and is not real. We Egyptians have been around much longer than your science and theories. We can control life and death and move between them. There's more out there than the miserable short life on Earth.
That doesn't explain anything. How did I manage to travel through the tunnel?
There is only one explanation. You are dead. You have to die to move between the worlds.
I'm here. I can feel and smell. I'm not dead.
You're somewhere in between. You are now faced with a choice. Go back to your old life or live forever in the afterlife. But you don't have long to decide. Only until the sun goes down. Or you'll be stuck in between worlds forever. A ghost.
I've been drugged or something. This is crazy. There's no such thing as ghosts.
Is that so? We've been standing in this busy market for several minutes, yet no one has even glanced at you. Have you not noticed?
Not really.
The decision is yours, Belworth. Decide quickly or be stuck forever in limbo.
This is some sort of trick or game you're playing on me with Harris. Okay, I'll go along with it. I want to go back to my life.
You might not get this chance ever again. The afterlife is not offered to everyone.
No, I want my old life.
But there's not much of it left.
I don't care if it's only one day. I want to live it and die when I should die.
Okay, come with me. We have to move fast. You can't go back the way you came. We have to go to the tomb to complete the trip back.
I suppose we'd better get going then.
The tomb is through here. Do you recognize it?
Yes, the cover picture for my book was taken here.
We asked you not to touch anything, and you disobeyed us. Showing up here proves you still haven't learned your lesson. You must have opened the sarcophagus, otherwise you wouldn't have found your way back here.
If this is real, I don't understand why it let me through. I must have died when I fell.
Ours is not to argue with the gods. Make no mistake, you were chosen. This is an honor. Not everyone gets to make the journey and choose their own fate. Okay, here we are. The sun is going down. Be ready.
Ready for what?
When I tell you to, climb into the sarcophagus.
What happens after that?
This will all have been a dream. You will get your old life back.
What about you?
It's too late for me. I can't go back. I wouldn't want to. Okay, get in.
Thank you, Abassi. I won't forget this.
See you soon, Stephen.
He's waking up. Stephen, are you okay?
Yes. Where's Abassi?
The Egyptian archaeologist from your book?
Yes, I saw him. He was in the market. He took me into the tomb to bring me back here.
Abassi died 8 years ago. A shaft caved in on him. I tried to get him for an interview for my book.
No, I was with him. He saved me.
You fell down an old drainage shaft in the museum. You was out for 2 hours. They had to send in a rescue team. You must have really bumped your head.
I saw Abassi. He was as real as you are now. I was a ghost.
Now I know you have concussion. You, a ghost? I'm sorry, Stephen. It wasn't real.
It was. I passed through into another world. I'm telling you, I was a ghost. I swear.
I think you need some rest. I'm going home to get some sleep myself. I suggest you do the same. I'll ask the doctor to come and check on you. I'll come back in the morning and we can talk about it. Have a nice rest, Stephen.
Okay, thank you, Ron. You're probably right. I don't feel that great anyway.
Good night.
Stephen, I can't believe you're gone. I guess you did get a chance to leave me a note at least. Dear Ron, please listen to the tape. Stephen. Okay, that's easy. Let's see now.
Mr. Belworth, what are you doing back in Egypt?
Abassi, good to see you, old man. I'm not sure myself. I think I'm dreaming or I hit my head. I'm gonna be so rich.
If you want even more scares, then check out this next video. Also, don't forget to subscribe.